Morning, everyone. How wonderful to see you all here. Well, the last 2 months we have been celebrating Mother's Day, our moms, and then just last Sunday, our fathers. And today I'd like to honor two very special parents. Mabel was born one of 5. She was the middle child, and was abandoned by her father. The family was abandoned, leaving the mom and the 5 children to make it on their own. And for a while that worked, but it was a young family, and eventually the courts moved in and had to take my mom to a foster home where the people who took her in, had a hotel, and she became a maid service person. And she stayed there for room and board until she was graduated from high school. And from there, she went to the University of Michigan Nursing School. And one vacation time back home, she met Lynn, who was smitten from the first moment he laid eyes on his blind date. Well, back she went to the university and finished up with an RN degree, a nursing degree. And Lynn, in the meantime, was a farm boy, and at 15 lost both of his parents within 6 months of each other. So he and his younger brother managed to keep the dairy herd going and high school going until Lynn broke a hip playing football and was put, at that time, he was put in a cast for 6 months. And when he finally was able to return home to the farm, his hip had mended, not well, but strong, but his leg was 2 inches shorter. And because of that disability and the school time lost, he dropped out of high school and helped his brother continue on. And the 2 of them were helped by Lynn's half-sister and her husband, who helped him with the farm. Well, time went on. Lynn and Mabel got together again and married. They were devoted to each other. They were determined in their love that a family they hoped would come, would have a better chance at life than each of them had had, with less struggle. Well, Mabel was able to get a nursing position at the Sparrow Hospital in Lansing, Michigan, and Lynn found a position in the Lansing Drop Forge as a die sinker. They worked long and hard, but they were young. And not too long later, a son was born to them. 2 years later, a miscarriage. 2 years after that, a daughter was born, the day after Pearl Harbor. Not too many years following, they were able to purchase a 100-acre farm. Daddy, being a farm boy, it was right up his alley. And Mom was the housekeeper and the feeder of the stock. Did I say it? I did. And Lynn was he cared for the land, of course, plowing and planting and milking before he went the 20 miles into the drop forge, coming home, repeating the dairy herd, the milking, etc. And life was hard. They sacrificed much. But the children knew nothing of that, of course. They were well loved, they were well fed, they were happy. Not all of us come here this morning with a happy tale, a happy family tale like this, because each of our circumstances are different, vastly different. But we find ourselves here, don't we, at PLC, a place where we've chosen to come to be our family, a very special place where we all feel safe and secure. We feel loved. we are listened to, we're supported, we're able to follow our spiritual path toward Christ-likeness. This is a place where we share a oneness, a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful family. And so I thank you all for being here, for being my family. And thank you, Mom, Mabel, and Dad. Thank you, PLC. God bless.